basically, long story short, we came from Shopify Payments. We contacted WorldPay. WorldPay said we do not integrate into Shopify. They said Checkout Champ does.
Yep.
And long story short, they referred us to you guys. They set up all the integrations. They set up all the mids and stuff within 24 hours. I knew a contact at WorldPay. We provided all the necessary documentation. We obliged with everything. Checkout Champs, we went ahead with the subscription. And then within 24 to 48 hours, things are set up. We contacted you guys, opened the subscription up. Lots of declines occurred. I immediately put our account in hold within 24 hours of us using them. Our money was stuck. They immediately was doing a review. They checked they asked for photos, proof of stock, shop photos, everything. And our account manager said, look, just hold on. We halted the shipments. We didn't ship any of the orders. We just shipped the first day's worth of orders and waited because we've just gone on with this gateway. We don't know what's going on. And long story short, about 7-8 days later, they turned around. Once we put legal pressure, they turned around and said, we're terminating the account under the rules that we don't know if there's any fraudulent behavior or whatever, just because we didn't, just because 3D Secure wasn't set up. And all of a sudden, we were put on the match list for no reason. We're a shop. We're a small shop. We're with actual face. We've been around for 20 years, and we were put under a match list for fraudulent collusion. But you know what did we do? There's collusion. I'm on the road as we speak right now, but you know we have a face. But the good news about Checkout Champ is that if they didn't integrate, they integrate with so many vendors, which allowed us to have a livelihood. But Robbie was through all of this, and he was here helping me and integrating, advising, introing me. He introed me to Dexter. He introed me to Pixels.
All right, so Jayson, I'm gonna go back just a little bit because I want to start this interview over. I love that information. We'll dive into that a little bit because you're not the only person this has happened to, and I'm not just talking about WorldPay. This situation that you just described happens with Stripe on a regular basis, where for no reason they'll say, yeah, you've triggered a risk alert. We're shutting your account down. No, you can't have your money for at least 180 days. And you're basically out of business. It happens more than you know. Even if you've really done nothing wrong. I've seen merchants that were at like 0.7, 0.8 chargebacks, well below the 1% threshold, and they just get shut down for no apparent reason. So let me go back into this. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So right now, store owner, I've got a retail store. And I called Green Essentials. We sell essentials, we sell party items, greeting cards, general essentials, and in-trend items, things like bottles of Prime, American candy, snacks, drinks, things like that. And we now have taken it online. We've taken the whole business online. So we sell essentials, snacks, candies, drinks, everything on our Shopify website. And that's what we do, really. Yeah.
Great. And you, how long have you been in business?
We've been in business for over 20 years.
20 years. What's the biggest lesson you've learned in running your own online business, your own e-com store?
I think the biggest lesson I've learned is to have redundancies in place, to have quality suppliers, to adapt and evolve, to systemize your business, record keeping, asset tracking, inventory tracking is key for scaling. Once you get to a certain size, having these systems allow you to be able to scale the business to data, because otherwise you can lead into problems where you have aged inventory, you might have fulfillment issues, you might have SLA issues, you might, when you're dealing with third-party marketplaces, you have metric issues. So scaling with systems is very key. So having a good quality system, good quality integrations, automating repeated tasks are very key. But that's it, really.
Okay. What made you decide to use or try Checkout Champ?
Checkout Champ was something that we were referred to by another gateway provider. And Checkout Champ essentially was, for me, the kind of the reach out point was that you guys integrate with multiple payment gateways that my standalone system, Shopify system doesn't. It opened me to a complete wide variety of different options that Shopify simply wouldn't. And the only way I would be able to integrate with these other guys is by moving the actual whole platform, which would cost a lot more.
Yes, it sounds like integrating to a multitude of gateways. If I'm hearing you correct, going back to the earlier conversation, gave you the freedom and flexibility to really choose your own banking relationships that fits your business best. And let's talk about the scale, not just one bank or merchant account, but the ability to add multiple merchant accounts to really help you scale in the right direction. Does that summarize that?
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Other than Shopify, did you try anything else before Checkout Champ?
I've had a few other companies reach out to me, which I've heard through our back office team. I don't know the names, but there was one other company that reached out. But to be a Checkout Champ, I never even knew a solution like this existed, to be honest, until WorldPay looked. But then I looked, and when it's quite inexpensive, when you consider you have other USPs, you have other value adds, you have other things that connect in. So you have an actual CRM system, an order management tool. It's all in there. So it's really good. But I think the main thing for me was the payment thing, because I had a requirement, and your system could do that, but it could do so much more as well, which I realized after.
What surprised you most about using Checkout Champ?
Ease of use, but also the system can be complex. At the start, I was like baffled, but I had a phenomenal account manager, which allowed me to kind of show me the key parts of the system. And it wasn't complex, not the right word. It was completely very advanced for what we required, but it allowed me room to grow in. So the good thing about the system was that Robbie said, look, you don't need any of this. This is what you require. But it can do all of this as well. And as we've been growing, he's been ticking other boxes and saying, look, yep, we can do that. This is how you do it. So, yeah.
So would you say that was probably your biggest challenge to switching over to Checkout Champ, was just learning what you needed, what you didn't need, and how to make it fit your business?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go back into this because I want to hear it again. What are your thoughts on your Checkout Champ account manager on our support team?
Robbie's been amazing. Phenomenal, actually. We've gone through hell and back. And if it wasn't for his speed, his empathy, unfortunately, when you're in account management, you get the annoying customers and you get the ones that are just quiet. We were the annoying ones, but that was because our livelihood were at risk. And Robbie was phenomenal. I actually implored and I told Robbie, I will give you some of my time. Whoever I need to speak to, let me know, and I will give an astounding review. And the thing is that he's just been phenomenal. He wants nothing in return. The guy is just pushing. The guy is just working hard. Very good. Robbie's very patient. Very patient. Very good account manager. Here's what I require. Listen to what I require. He goes over and beyond. He messages me out of hours. He sets me at ease. He does intros. He tries to really he focuses on business growth. So our business requires something. He's trying to give me a solution. He'll try work something out. Incredibly friendly, and never says no. So
that's great.
Yeah.
You ever try to call an account manager at Shopify?
No.
You'll never
speak to bots.
You'll never find one.
Speak to robots.
Would you recommend Checkout Champ to other e-commerce store owners?
For sure, yeah.
Well, I know that you said you have a network of people that do what you do. We would appreciate and love it if you spread the word, because that's how we grow as a company. A lot of the big publicly held companies, they have all this marketing money and they can run commercials and ads. So, we operate still very much as a family business. So word of mouth is how our business tends to grow. If you could give one piece of advice to the other entrepreneurs that might be watching this video, what would that be?
Other entrepreneurs in e-commerce, systemize your business. Always have a data set behind you. Systemize your business and let it output data for you. And have different touch points in the business. The data set should be able to show you the kind of where you're growing, where your weaknesses are, and then act upon it. It can tell you your costs. It can tell you what products are doing well. It can tell you if certain product is not profiting. It can tell you if you've got an SLA to systemize the business and allow it to output the data and then grow upon that. For me, reporting and analytics is important. It allows me to scale. an entrepreneur should be able to do that. But you can get very easily in this, I'll keep it in my mind, I'll go off my brain, I'll go off some, paper method, and I'll go off some spreadsheets. It's great, but for scaling and bringing people in, employees in, and scaling the business, especially with virtual work and offices and things that everyone's working from home, you need to systemize the business and bring it to cloud. And Checkout Champ can do that. So
Wonderful. Do you have any suggestions on how we can improve checkout?
not really. Speed's great. Very stable system, very flexible. I would say user interface, if anything. I'm a UI freak in terms of how I like things looking and stuff. And I think, but the way yours is very clean and concise. This is what needs to be done. And because your system is so many features, making it a beautiful UI and making it all really nice, but like really just Apple-y and very just whatever, I think it's probably not a priority. You need something robust. When you go to these corporate big systems, you need something robust and just that can do it. Press the button, it works.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll share a little secret with you. We are actually working on version 2.0 of Checkout Champ, which is going to be an absolute game changer for e-commerce companies. When you see it, it's going to blow your mind. The detail and analytics, the usability, the user friendliness, and user interface of building your pages. It's going to be incredibly simplified, and even with your products. For dynamic products, dynamic order bumps, dynamic upsells, the system being able to say, okay, Jason purchased this product, put these products in his cart. This is the next logical upsell for him with the highest propensity for him to purchase.
I wanted that actually. I had that as an app before, but I couldn't use it because of the conflict with Checkout Champ. And I'd love that because that was a big money earner for us. And we had to switch it off in the end because the way Checkout Champ V1 works right now is that it's just a set product. And we push that to them, but this dynamic thing is phenomenal. I'm glad if that can come back. It's amazing.
That's actually one feature that's going to come out sooner than later, probably by the end of Q1, beginning of Q2. We're working on the technology right now. Well, wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jayson Kanidah. Did I say it right?
Exactly.
All right. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it. And if you have any other feedback, just please let us know. And we're grateful to have you as a client.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. Take care.